Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Full Circle, brought to you by South Central Louisiana Human Services Authority. I'm your host, Keith Whiteside, and really excited to bring to you a really cool story. As we welcome into the program, Chip Autin. Chip, thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure.
All right, we appreciate it. And so listen, there are people that need help in lots of different areas of their lives, and I'm always so very excited to see people who take a situation in their life, no matter what it is, and they find a way to redesign themselves, create a new normal, and make a difference for themselves and others. Seems like that's your story. Tell us a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind.
I'm born and raised here in Houma, Louisiana.
Yep.
I ran cross country in high school. My dad signed me up against my will.
Right.
And
because he knew it'd be good for you, right?
Right. Well, he saw me struggling in soccer
Okay.
my sophomore year, and I was very upset with him for signing me up for it.
Right.
But after I kind of went into kicking and screaming, and then my junior year came around, and when soccer came around and I could actually run the whole game, and I realized that there's something here. So I took it serious my senior year, and I ended up making it to state as an alternate. And you know, I wish I could say that after high school it blossomed from there, but I wouldn't be sitting here right now if that was the case.
Yeah, but it made a difference for you, right? Running kind of made a difference, and running kind of it made a difference for soccer. Maybe Dad kind of knew what he was talking about, right? Got into that, made soccer more fun for you, but you got a chance to run, and running can be such a release, right?
Yes.
It can be something that really is therapeutic for people. It's become a little bit more therapeutic and necessary for you now. Let's talk about how you've been able to overcome some of the challenges in your life.
So, yeah, you know, as after high school, I fell off pretty deep in life. Actually, it started kind of towards the end of high school.
Okay.
That's when I first, started using.
Yeah.
And then it just it would progress from there, and just got worse and worse. And when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, that's when my addiction fully spiraled for about 3 or 4 years solid, where I was using meth every single day.
Wow.
So after, once I finally got my life together, my dad got ill, and very, very shortly after, probably about 2 months after I cleaned up, and I was in the middle of reestablishing a relationship with him. He got ill with brain cancer, and he ended up passing about 2 months after he was diagnosed. And he had dealt with some health issues throughout his life, and I just remember being in the hospital and going to these hospitals as he was getting treated, and it just started to hit me. I didn't want to be in and out of doctors' offices and hospitals and going through what he went through. So the seed that he had actually planted back when I was in high school kind of came back about. And so I started running, and just to try to lose some weight, just try to get healthy. And so I was also still a smoker at that time. And a few months after I started running, I quit smoking, and it just blossomed from there. I just fell in love with it. It started off with a 20, 30-minute run here, and then it would move into, let me see, how can I go 3 miles, 4 miles, and then it just started progressing from there.
Well, and I'm assuming that it made a huge difference in every aspect of your life, as we just saw that picture, right? And now part of Dads That Run, part of some other organizations with running.
Yeah. And
quite frankly, it's made a difference for you being just a better version of yourself, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It was probably one of the most significant change it's ever made in my life was getting into running. I never knew it would escalate into becoming an ultra runner. That was never the plan. It was really just to get healthy. And over the years, I ran a marathon. I did some various other races, but none of it ever really caught my attention until my cousin invited me to go run an ultra marathon with him. And I think it was in 21 or 22. I can't remember the year exactly. And I remember thinking, well, let me go and see what this is about. So I went out there, fell in love with it, and here I am today. Yeah.
Well, and speaking of, we're going to talk about a celebratory event, and you're going to do it in a way that very few people ever have.
Yeah.
You're going to do a run starting on November 27th, and you're going to run 432 miles on LA1.
Yes, sir.
And the route is here. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. And I know for you guys, we normally look at these as a route in a car. This is running, and this is an ultra runner who's going to do it in celebration of and in honor of those who are struggling with addiction.
Yes, sir. So the premise from the beginning it was that my 10-year anniversary of sobriety was coming up, and so I decided that I wanted to do this, and I wanted to raise awareness to try to inspire hope and just give courage to others and show them that, hey, they have it within them to do extraordinary things and overcome insurmountable odds. And I figured that this would be a great way to prove that. Well, and we know that you're wanting people to partner with you as they're going to be able to see you do this run. How can people get in touch with you if they want to donate? Social media would be the best way. Okay. They can go to facebook.com/ChipAutin, or they can reach out to me via DM on Instagram at the Chip Arou, AROUX. The Chipperoo. I like it. Yep. Well, the Chipperoo, I got to tell you, we're excited for you. We're going to follow you over these course of the days. It's November 27th. We're going to celebrate your 10-year anniversary of being clean and sober, and we certainly want to follow that path with you. Thank you for coming on and sharing your story. No, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. Very good. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment of Full Circle, but don't go anywhere. A whole lot more right here on HTV.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights.